Okay, I just want to make sure that I am live everywhere where I need to be live. And 2 a.m. club. Welcome, everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. My name is Jose Mokwena. I am your host, and this, of course, is a special presentation because we love African football. We love South African football, and every now and then we go into the world. And for the next few weeks, for the next month or so, we're going to be speaking about the Club World Cup. Yeah, man. 2 a.m. viruses, you see. Anyway, we're going to be speaking about the Club World Cup for the next month or so. We're going to be watching the 32 best teams in the world going head-to-head against each other to decide for sure who is the best. Now, they're doing some very, some very interesting introductions right now. This is what they do at NBA games. This is to be expected. Each player has been announced one by one. We were meant to start at 2 o'clock. We're going to go over because the opening ceremony was at 10 to... Hey, it was a lot. But anyway, Soweto gents, welcome. Bongs, how are you doing? Nick, the long-awaited Club World Cup. Guys, where else are you going to find 15-time CAF Champions League winners, 45 times, I believe it is, winners of the Egyptian Premier League versus Lionel Messi? Hi, guys. Wendy. You can't sleep. Aglalegi Club World Cup, man. Guys, remember, very interactive show. So if you want to add your voice to the show, please be sure to join me right now live on TikTok. At the bottom of the screen, there's a button that says multi-guest. It's got a blue figure hugging a pink figure. You click on it, I'll let you in. And we have such a great conversation. You'll be able to add your voice to the show. But I am looking for 25,000 likes so that I can open up in the second half. Halftime, I'm going to let 5 people in. And we're going to have a conversation about what we're seeing over here. Bong says, I woke up for Rivero to see how he does at his new job. Mutole says, Wala Eitara. Katleho says, I wish Al Ahly can shock them. They're calling teams from Africa farmers. Yeah, the plumbers again. Yeah, not to be to diploma until you are a plumber. So we are the plumbers of this tournament. Anyway, what a great story. What a great story. Guys, a month ago, Jose Rivero was telling us that he wants to go back to Spain. He was preparing for a pre-season in Spain. And look, he's on the same pitch right now with Lionel Messi in the opening game of the Club World Cup. Who else? Yeah, Triamen, Padre. Padre must win this one. Is he still? Because he said no, he's now coaching a European team. I don't know what that means for Paris, but it's fine. Americans should understand that this is not the NBA, Shem. What is this? Hey, man, I don't know what this is, but it looks fire. Let's see how it goes. Hey, Mara, opening ceremony thing. You opening ceremony thing and nail it dry. Nail it dry. Guys, when did Unforgettable come out? That song, French Montana. Stereophonic says 3-0. Al Ahly is going to lose to Inter Miami. Agent says Nightcrawler Kim Sabusiku. Hola! Babang Bachima Busiku. They have all types of trainings. Tompo says he just woke up, Chief. At least they're starting late. I think it came out 2018, guys. Aye, man. Okay, so these two teams, like I said, according to the odds, Inter Miami is 19th on the most likely to win this tournament overall. And then, of course, Al Ahly is 24th out of the 32. Al Ahly in the last 5 games have 4 wins and a loss. They lost to Pachuca on the 8th of June, 5-3 on penalties after a 1-1 draw. Then, of course, Inter Miami on the other side have 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss to their name. They beat Columbus 5-1 in their last game on the 1st of June. Now, remember, Al Ahly is here because they've been dominating South Africa. They've been dominating African football. They've won 15 of the continental championships, and if you take into account the last 4 years, I believe they've won 3 of them, 3 of the last 4 years. So that is a very dominant team, and of course, in stats-wise, that is the #1 team in Africa over the last 4 years. They take on Inter Miami, who makes it into the Club World Cup via Bushiga Yana. can we say Bushiga Shiga? Because they did not win the MLS. They don't win the MLS. That is, I believe, LAFC that's going to be represented here. But because there was an extra slot for the hosts, they came in via having the best regular season record before the game. So how it works in America is that they play the full season, then they have a playoffs at the end of the season, I believe with the top 4 or top 8 teams where they play against each other to decide the winner. So that is how Inter Miami makes it in, but it's fine. Then when we're looking at the starting lineups, for Al Ahly you have El Shanawi in goal, who we all know, Koka Dari, Yasser Hani, Hamdi, Marwan Ben Romdane, Emam Trezeguet, and Wessam. Then, of course, for Inter Miami, you have Ustari in goal, Alan Martinez, Falcon, Vegant, Segovia, Busquets, Sergio Busquets, Barcelona legend, Kremashi, Allende, Suarez, another legend of football, even though, hey, the clips we're seeing of Suarez, those knees, will the knees hold up here? But anyway, then you've got, of course, the world beater. Yeah, you've got the world beater.
Asistencia de Xavi Messi para Messi, immens Messi, encara 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 Messi, gol!
The man who's holding this thing on his back, the whole thing, he moved to the US for this. He's the ambassador of yes football. Messi, number 10, also makes it into the starting lineup. So this is going to be a very interesting game. Al Ahly, as we know, usually plays a very defensive type of game. They kind of hold off and stay in the game as long as possible in order to win it. But then, of course, you look at Inter Miami, who, you know, you're expecting Messi to step up. You know that Suarez, even though the knees are wobbling, he can finish. And then, of course, Sergio Busquets is going to be very much in control of that midfield. So this is going to be a very interesting game of possibly attack versus defense. We're going to see what Coach Jose Rivero, El Padre, is going to have in store for this game. El Padre, of course, having joined Al Ahly from Orlando Pirates, left his post a little bit early in order to join up with the team. And apparently, the Al Ahly higher ups were so impressed by, you know, the way he planned, the way he put together his report about Al Ahly and all of that stuff, that they went ahead and hired him in the job. And we have our kickoff. First game of the FIFA Club World Cup 2025. If you want to watch the game, I am watching it on Supersport 203. It is available on apparently Compax and Showmax, but then also Sporty TV has it available on YouTube right now, streaming free. So check it out there if you want to follow along with the game. This, of course, is a watch along. I do not own any rights to anything. This one is where I can't even think of the monies. I can't even imagine the monies I would need in order to do that. Okay, here comes Inter my Messi. Okay, let's see. Sentabo says, I doubt if Sergio will be OT. Al Ahly are younger and stronger. Sergio needs a better moving midfield. Angela says, we are awake. We are awake. We are here. Troy says, Messi. Soweto Jen says, go Jose. Old Dudes FC versus best team in Africa. I don't see Inter beating Al Ahly, says Utompo. Great stadium though. Yes, home of the Miami Dolphins for those who watch the NFL. For me, I don't see it that way. Do you know that Egypt used to provide teams for CAF? Regular season sounds like a brown envelope. No, they needed to get Messi in somehow, guys. They needed to get Messi in somehow. Okay, here we go. Look, what's going to be interesting then, especially for the African countries, is going to be how they approach the games. Because honestly, when you look at it, you have to go, look, you guys are top dogs wherever you come from. You think about mamelodi Sundowns, you think about Al Ahly, you think about Wydad, well, Wydad not so much, you think about Esperance, right? Those are our top performing teams over the past 4 years. Now they're going to go out into this tournament and have to be underdogs. Most of them. Like Al Ahly is expected to be an underdog in this game. Now, Inter Miami, I don't know if they are that good above what Bo Al Ahly can offer. But most of the teams that are going to play this are now going to play a little bit within themselves, or should play with a little bit within themselves. So that's going to be interesting how they see out this game. Like I said, I am so ready. I just want to see what El Padre does. for Al Ahly because that's what's going to come back here. To those that don't have Dish, watch the game via DAZN. Oh, DAZN also has it. So DAZN Sporty TV has it free. Free YouTube if you want to watch the game. Inter Miami made it because of Messenger. I just think of Inter versus PSG. White beard Suarez. Guys, maybe he still has it. I doubt if Sergio will be OT. Wendy says you can see the bias. I hope Al Ahly proves them wrong. It's also it's everywhere. It's everywhere. So if you want to watch this game, El Padre. Not much Jose, guys. Jose Rivero. I wanted to see what he was gonna wear because I saw during the press conferences Nashapile tag in. He was respecting the team. 3 minutes in, it has looked like Inter Miami has been trying to get forward, but Al Ahly has been dealing with the threat of Inter Miami pretty well. They have yet to put together an attack of their own. They've been trying to play the ball over that Inter Miami defense. Nipresi, niyababukela. Messi agapresi. Okay, here we go. Ewena. Okay, I'm a fan of Africa. I hope all African teams qualify. So, Kana Javier Mascherano is coach of this team. It was Phil Neville at some point. Obviously, everybody knows Inter Miami. Possibly now turning out to be the best investment in football. If you remember correctly, David Beckham was one of the first big stars to go play in the MLS. And part of him going to the MLS was that he was going to get a chance for a reduced fee to open his own team once retired. And that is what he has here with this Inter Miami team. This, of course, is not their stadium. They play in a more modest stadium there in Miami. But that investment from all of those years ago, him going to go play, has really panned out very well for him. Imagine, now you've got Messi on your team. You've got Abo Mascherano coaching. He's basically recreated Barcelona a little bit there in Miami for himself. And then, of course, the worth of the team from I believe it was 15 million offside. Offside. Or not offside. Through 1v1, but that was offside though. That had to be offside. Let's see. Yeah. It's close. It's actually very close. Luckily, with their first attack, they had been trying to find that ball. It's the second time they've looked for that ball. I think they've maybe isolated that the two central defenders might be a little bit slow, might not be aware. So they're trying to play balls into that little corridor in order to release the strikers. And then striker ati no, mi idla haing suti. Went through 1v1 and couldn't finish off that chance. But I believe they did call it as offside. You know, funny. What you're seeing right now is that there's a lot of running being done on behalf of Suarez and Messi. So they're not going to be running a lot, those two. And you can tell that there's a compensation that is being made by Inter Miami to make sure that when they're pressing or when they need pacier plays, like that ball over the top, they try calling other players to run in. So that's going to be interesting. Tata Martinez was also coach. If this is how the Club World Cup is, I wonder how the World Cup will be next year. Mabukado says, hey, Sigui Night Shift for compadre. Yeah, Sigui Night Shift, guys. Padre want that. Pirates would have built nice. Even Sundowns would have killed this Inter Messi. Look, that's the question. Is Jose going to bring more of that type of play into this Inter Miami team, similar to what he was doing at Pirates? I mean, if you can imagine Mfukeng and Nkota and the type of pace they were playing with, backed up by Hoto, you'd think that maybe that's how he's going to approach this. It does look like it's meant to be like a 4-4-2, but it's looking like a 4-3-3 with a top striker who is then running in behind. Is Imam coming off? Imagine getting injured when you're about to play Messi. I'd play with a broken leg to play Messi. Ntwana. Suka nje. Not even 10 minutes into the tournament and somebody's injured. I'd be so mad. I would be so mad. Time to see how strong the MLS is. I don't know, man. There's holes. There's holes. You're expecting Suarez and Messi to do something, but I'm questioning the other guys. Look, the same thing. They've done it 3 times now. Oh, yee! Guys, there's no defense there. There's no defense there. No, Al Ahly needs to win this. Al Ahly needs to win this. Unless Messi steps up and does something, Al Ahly needs to win this. There's no one there. No way. Red Devils wasting 2 chances. Do we have the GNU or does it not apply? Oh, you guys want the GNU?
The GNU will not last long.
Inter Miami needs a few shakes up their passing. They'll be very porous. Yeah, look, the transition is helping Al Ahly for sure. The transition game is working right now. They just need to finish their chances. Inter Miami making Al Ahly look like Prime Madrid, says Salifak. Al Ahly must not waste chances like that, says Trigger 2000. Jura says, I don't see Miami keeping up with Al Ahly. That's the thing. I don't know too much about this Inter Miami team. I don't know if they've got a second gear. Outside of, obviously, your Busquetses and your Messis, the others are just, to be honest, just normal MLS players, unfortunately. So, I mean, what effect is that going to have? But what I can tell you is if Al Ahly keep running hard down the middle, there's no defense there. There's no defense. The center backs are slow and disorganized, and the CDM is not helping them at all. So, guys, GNU is stronger than that of the government. Did I see Jeff Bezos? Maybe, probably. There's no soccer in America. It's just entertainment, says Tapelo. Centavo says, you don't need to know OT. Inter Miami is trying to win. Like says, Al Ahly is going to embarrass Miami. They have to. Guys, there's no defense there. There is no defense there. It's like Inter Miami.
Bring the bus. Bring the double bus.
You just trying to park the bus?
Go there, park the bus.
Park the bus.
Park the bus.
Park the bus.
They must just park the bus. They must just park the bus. I'll actually. They must just park the bus. Austin Tabi, welcome. Yo, that Miami defense.
I prefer really not to.
That Miami defense is going through a lot. Look at the press. Can they play it out? I don't think so. This is Messi and Inshallah. Basically, it's Messi and Inshallah. They're just hoping. They're just hoping here. There's nobody here. Can I get you at this time? Yeah, Elson Tabi. Club World Cup. We're on American time now. Modi would have scored by now, says Boggs. Stereophonic says it feels like we're watching a PSL match. Yeah, it does, eh? Oh, it does. Especially, who's this kid? Oh, it does. Oh, those long balls are so bad. Oh. Oh, no, this is a mess. Oh, no, this is a mess. This is a mess. This is preseason for Al Ahly. This is preseason for Al Ahly. What the hell? But the Egyptian farmers, the Egyptian farmers are farming this Inter Miami team. Zaza says, yes, I'm up. We're here. We love football. We're here. Welcome, Zaza. Welcome. St. Thomas says Sundowns would be up by now. They just drawn in a bad group. Hani says, but Al Ahly have a coach now. Troy says, Al Ahly are having the time of their lives. look, it's one of two things. It's either you're not going to finish this game, so it's either you're not going to finish your chances, and then Miami scores a random goal. Obviously, at the end of the day, on the other side, there is still Lionel Messi. This Inter Miami team, there's no team, says Terence. This is sad for, yeah, I know it's sad. Ashur, Imam, they call him Imam on the team sheets, Al Ahly, Shem. To be injured like this. And he knew when he came off, directly after it happened. I think he already knew. But can you imagine missing out? Yo. The boy, ungakali boy. Hey. Yo. This is Al Ahly's game to win. Yeah, I'm happy. It's Al Ahly's game to win. PSL Kaibona, this feels like Motsepe Foundation League, says Bongs. Gods of football sometimes punish you if you're this wasteful. That's what I'm worried about. Because like I said, at the end of the day, this is not Africa, and it's not like PSL as we're making jokes about it. If Suarez gets a ball in the box, he's going to finish it. That's what you know. If he gets a ball in the box, he's going to finish. If Messi gets a chance, he's going to finish it. So Al Ahly should, for all intents and purposes, be 2-0 up right now. Hey, Messi. Yeah, no, it's so sad, Troy. It's so sad. Inter will hope for Messi free kicks. He just took one now. There's no football in the USA, says Terence. Hey, MLS. Eh? Hey, people must go to the MLS. Is the MLS is the better standard. Hey. I wonder what Marcel Koller would have done here. Honey says this game means a lot to Al Ahly players. Look at Imam crying. Yeah, I think the tournament. Hella, there's no bigger stage right now than the Club World Cup. Like, if you have a standout performance at the Club World Cup, you have to be gone. Unless your agent is sleeping, you have to be gone immediately after. Can you imagine scoring a hat-trick versus Messi's team? I know it's Inter Milan, Inter Miami, but can you imagine scoring a hat-trick here? I would sell that to the moon afterwards. You see, from the midfield back, there's no players there, man. From the midfield back, So there's going to be very, very dangerous. Same football, just better quality players. True, it did look like that transition got Pirates a little bit. Watch, three men running. Guys, there's not even an awareness. The positioning of that Inter Miami defense. The centre back ran out to the side, the other followed. There were two players behind him. Look at where that guy who's marking on the left-hand side is one of the centre backs. 37. Kemanke Falcon. Yo. There's no lines anyway, defense or attack. Agent, there's nothing. Like, there's not, like, I'm watching the defenders and there's not even awareness of what's happening behind them. Your centre back shifted, your left back is not following. Two Al Ahly players are standing in the... No, guys. Oh, no. No. Wow. Is this what the MLS is? Look. Watch the centre backs. Watch the centre backs. Yo. Ay. Al Ahly dlaliswa Pirates manje Ketelo. Stereophonic says, I take back my prediction. I see 1-1 or Al Ahly Kachem score 1-0. Holy says no Sundowns players will be allowed to leave even if they perform better. But anyway, let's focus. Look at Al Ahly's lines. Yeah, no, Al Ahly is the better team here. Easily. This is time wasting. I'll watch Sundowns. Maybe this will be real, says Butle. Inter Miami playing a 2-4-4. Basically. Basically. And they're minus 2 players because Messi and Suarez aren't doing anything here. That's why Plum was having a field day, guys. Yeah, this is why. MLS is worse than PSL situations. Nhlaga says Al Ahly needs to build slow and take this game, or coach needs to change formation. I just think they need to wait for the break. They need to wait for the break. Look at the defense. Look at the defense. To who? Press him, trap him. Ah. Yeah.
What bafana, man. Oh, what?
Who are these guys? No way, guys.
Yo, guys, nyasheka because this thing is. Yo, guys, nyasheka because this thing is not right. Oh.
It's not right. Nick, what are we watching here? I don't know what we're watching here. Al Ahly needs to score. Aye, guys. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Ah!
What bafana, man. Oh, what? Guys, lang disappoint na never to.
That's the third chance that Al Ahly is messing up. To the point where you can even play the ball up in the box. Or in the box. Aye. Al Ahly needs to score about 6 goals. Aye, proper. Box says 4 chances wasted. The Devils. Yeah. No, look, that's the other. I'm still saying they can still lose this game easy. Messi's team has a good goalkeeper, says Ketelo. Wendy says they will regret missing those chances. They will regret it. They will. No way. 19 minutes in, it is 0-0. Al Ahly has had the better of the chances for sure. You see, like they're the ones that make the runs. So when Inter Miami is trying to play fast, they make other players make the runs past Suarez and Messi. Like I'm watching Messi and Suarez, and it's -2. It's literally -2. So the guys not only have to cover them, they also need to do the hard running, which is, I think, then opening up all the different spaces. But again, maybe you trust that if you get a chance or 2 or 3, Messi and Suarez are going to finish them. But there's no way. There's no way. This team, Ali is not clinical. I think they're nervous. What is this now, says Katlejo? I think Al Ahly just need composure. There's no pressure from Miami since Soweto Gent. Where have you seen a professional football? Arsenal wore one. Oh, Musa. Evan, leave us, please. Look at that. Ay. Inter squeeze in. By squeeze it in for sure. By squeeze it in. Look. Oh my word. Oh my word. No, guys. Ay. No, can Al Ahly get the 3 points here, please? We need 3 points here. I can't watch Kukune at this time. Off to bed, says Mutle. Tenny says no pressing from Miami, nothing, and Al Ahly are growing in confidence. They just need to finish their chances. They honestly just need to finish their chances. Hospital pass. Don't get cocky, Al Ahly. Don't get cocky. Finish the job. Chase Pani boy. Shoot. No, guys, I'm done. I'm done. No. No, 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 no. These who cook. Yeah, really teaming getting over. Ow! Trezeguet is marketing himself for going back to Europe. With the eye, guys. At least disappointing me here. Even ABC Motsepe teams would have scored by now. Yo, I'm sure Infantino's watching this game and is like, we should have chosen another one, eh? We should have chosen a big Billy. You should have made Can I what's the big game that's coming up now? Let me look. Wait. There's a big game that's coming up now. Atletico. It's Atletico and who? PSG. Yeah. PSG and Madrid. Yes. Tabula. PSG and Madrid should have been the opening game for this. Inter defended like it's a basketball game. You guys are embarrassing. These guys, are they embarrassing them? Oh, Kalitsoho boy. Malume Kutso would have given you a yellow card there. No, reckless play. That's going to be the downfall of Ahly. The players seem to be gaining confidence, yes, but the confidence is becoming arrogance. And they're forgetting themselves. You need to score a goal before you relax. Or before you can take a team for nothing. Only the real ones must be awake. Yes, Michelle, we are awake. You're never sleeping, true. Never sleeping when there's football. You can tell Dalol about. Look, yellow card. Oh, big defense corner. I am shocked. I am shocked.
He's not make sure.
He's not make sure at all. Ribeiro would have had a field day around this defense. Ribeiro, can you imagine what Relay is going to do? Can you imagine what Relay is going to do? What Relay would do in this tournament, in this game? 80 members, Phillies games would beat Inter. Marumo Gallants would have scored already. Ribeiro would have had a field day. They can't win even against Mackenzie. Wow. And mind you, the odds say, guys.
Is there anyone to finish me completed?
All the ball is saying.
Is there anyone to finish me completed? To finish me completed. I'm tired of this constant heartbreak.
Just finish, complete. Just finish, man. Come on. Why is Ahly doing this?
Wake up, nigga, wake up, nigga. Wake up, nigga.
It's giving Orlando Pirates now playing well, no end product. Jura says our football standard in Africa is definitely rising. We are not dry. Guys. Who are we? Oh, Messi's gone into midfield. He's like, no, screw you guys. Messi's gone back. He's like, Ding try lagabi. They love these long shots, eh? That's what he's good at. Defending, number 17, what's his name? They will see the best of African football. I'm telling you, guys, what's happening? Opening games, and this Ahly could have been 5-0 season 4. Mapi says Ahly badlala ka digolu. I just can't wait to see Sundowns. Says Soweto James. Nick says Mara Ahly. You know, Ahly is like this. I'm not even surprised. They'll only score 1 goal, says Jabulad. St. Tabo says Tito is going to shine here. Oh, Tito. Kibele. Yeah, no. Okay, so by the looks of things, I think they've tried to rectify the things that were going wrong. Messi's dropping more into that 10 role. It does seem like they're in defensive sets, they try to be a back 4, back 5 as much as possible. So they are, I don't want to say gaining confidence, but they are looking a little bit different. Mascherano's disrespecting Al Ahly. How are they pushing up so much, only leaving two at the back? Tlaga says, I think I'm going to sleep. Guys. Don't leave me. This Miami Kaizer Chiefs, Glenn, get off season. Please leave Chiefs out of this.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
Please. I'm out of office. You're not sleeping. We are with you until Danko Terence. 27 minutes in, 0-0. Here comes you see, now they're building in confidence. Now they're building in confidence. And I mean, I'm scared that, you see how Al Ahly's been missing. Suarez is not going to miss from there. Messi is not going to miss from there. Miami will score, says Honey. Hey, didn't know you would watch this. I'm here, Butlali. I'm here. I'm primarily going to do Sundowns games, though. But we can decide. Do you want to do all African games, or at the very least the first games of the African teams? Counter. They should be scoring. I don't know. I don't know whether to be impressed with Al Ahly or disappointed in Inter Miami. Probably more disappointed in Inter Miami than I am mad at Al Ahly's lack of finishing. See, now they've got a little bit of structure now. Even though the centre backs are still too far apart. I don't know why they stand so far apart. Maybe modern tactic or whatever. Mara, there's a gaping hole. There's a gaping hole. All African games. We dead for Loch and Cassius, says Butlale. Yeah, even Mukwan. There, another chance. Oh, Nazo. Wait. Offside. Oh, badlala ka mosebetsi. They're playing with the chop. Hey. Okay then. Va. Actually, they're good defensively, says France. Chabulani says North African teams only score one goal. Didn't expect this from Inter Miami, and you fail to focus on the good structure of Ahly. No. I was saying what is and what's not. Like, for example, I don't think Al Ahly is playing out their skins defensively. I just think that their standard defense is better than whatever Miami's been throwing at them, right? So that's why I don't know whether to praise Ahly or to look at Miami and go, Mara guys, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Because they suck. But the FIFA princess, but the offside, offside must be 3-0 up. If I'll actually win, my money is gone. That's number one Orlando Pirates fan. Why were you trusting Inter Miami? Okay, we've got a free kick for Egypt. He's hitting it over this one. Thank the keeper's hands there. Miami, there's no team here, just the name Messi. There's no one here. Ketelo says, Miami has an islander. Yeah, they do have an islander in their team. A red card is coming. No, they have to get a red card. This Inter Miami team, I would be pressing to actually get them a red card, me. If I was the Al Ahly players, it seems like they are very reckless. They're very, very reckless. Okay, corner Al Ahly. Did Miami borrow Allender from another one? Maybe they're cousins. Hi, Al Ahly. Ah, Gangaga. Just need a second. Hey, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. When you hear sounds at 2 a.m., you just have to make sure. Or abaholoy. Okay, that keeper is telling Casillas. That number 9 striker is also dangerous. So I'm against Pirate. Here we go. Here we go. Long ball. Just play it. Just play the long ball. Just play the long ball. You know where you're getting your chances this game. In behind, guys. Otto says, Lala Nindis. Lala my pella keep. Got to look, keeper Miami ain't half bad. No, look, he comes out. Mara, the finishing has been trash. Oh, the finishing has been trash. By shoot and no placement, just shooting. That's all they're doing. Just shooting, looking for that goal. This is what you get when you shun Barker, Liverpool, Chiefs, Pirates, and a big tournament. Look, oh, keeper. Chiefs. Some keep. Chiefs, some keeper. Hey. Makapile Messi. These Egyptians don't play. Lol, can we afford the keeper? I don't know. I don't call it night, bro. Checking what noise. Ah, yo, when it's at the door. When it's at the door. This match is like a PSR relegation playoffs, which is still no team has scored. I think it's 3 games in or something like that. No teams have scored. That's disheartening a little bit from that playoff. More Rahil. Hey, imagine kicking Messi and doing everybody a favor, basically. Look at the merchandise. That's why they brought him there. It's 2 games in the playoffs, no goals. It's just 2, ne? Oh yeah. Thingy has played. Yeah, you're right. Sorry about that. Al-Ahly Akapa. OTI goalkeeper Miami blocked the ball. Come on, number 15, Otare. Messi is not even sweating. That's who scares me. "36 minutes, 9 minutes away from halftime." Imagine look up a code. Yo. Okay, here comes Ali again. Oh, straight to the keeper. Oh, now they're messing up. It could turn now. They should be more composed by another goal will come. They just need to settle. Chipezeze, Chipezeze. That man Chipezeze. Nazo. Al Ahly is the second half team that I know. PSG and Atletico Madrid on Sunday was a big game. Yeah, yes. That should have been the opening. OT, let's just go by the general and forget Kamis. Because that you into Miami goalkeeper. Got the game. Everything arranging club and the commentary see right. Tepo says Messi, Hawana Hali, with Jose over Pala taking football. Al Ahly is the second half team. Let's see another Messi free kick. I think it's too far to try and do something fancy here. So far, I've really only seen him taking those free kicks. Ball. Counter, boy. Mazdish. Okay, relax. There's the red. Secodielo. Give him a card, ref. That's not a warning. Ref. Isn't the original yellow card? Oh, this game is going to be played. Get instructions about this game needs the Jabulani ball just to add drama. Inter thinks this is American football. FIFA is in trouble. Messi and Co overran. Infantino's about to get fired. That was meant to be a red. Well, 2-second yellow card. And I'll actually just score, man. Why the drama? Egyptians banally drama, man. Here comes a free kick from Ahly. Paris needs to play the next one because the group stage looks easy from round 16 to make it empty. Hey, Mara, you have to gain a lot of points in order to overtake at least Al Ahly and Sundowns. You need a lot of points. Like whenever Al Ahly make a pass there, it oh Penene. This guy number 6 has been recorded 3 times in the last 12 months. It looks like a Penene has been granted. Don't laugh about it, Chief. You're in a real tournament here. Who gets to participate? It's the winners of the continental competition. So CONMEBOL, CONCACAF, AFC, Europe, Africa, and Oceania. And then depending on which continent, then there are those countries that have just done well consistently. So Mamelodi Sundowns is not here because they won the Champions League. They're here because they are in and around the chats for the Champions League final every single time we install. Yeah. Man. Obviously, FIFA won't give. No, they need to. The way they show replays, it feels like EAFC. Man. Anyway, penalty. Yeah, the referee camera angle. Dash cam, king. Here comes the penalty.
Allegedly.
Mina ngibona before uqala nginalo uzongibhedela.
Yeah. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. Marala. Marala, guys.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
I don't want to be in big trouble. I don't want to be in big trouble. All I can say is...
There's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on here. A lot is going on here. Now I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the Al Ahly mistake. I'm waiting for the Al Ahly mistake. It's gonna be a defender that just falls in the box. Come on. Waste of goals. Talk your talk. I don't want to talk. Yeah, it's got a body cam. Yeah. I don't want to talk. Umsangano lo. Guys. These players are just letting Padre down. The goal difference is crucial against the other teams. Nochaya Paro is sleeping. It's late. Guys, watch. There's like someone's gonna slip. Hey, I thought that was going top corner. Angle missed. The penalty taker is a Messi fan. We're gonna invite the keeper for Tralco Nechorenas only Marataman Umisayang Pera. Let me not say Orlando Pirates beat this team with ease, no way. Even Chiefs could cook something. It should be 3 to 4 nil up easily, Zoran. Easily. Miami saw Al Ahly is his own enemy. So many mistakes. Hey, guys. 3 minutes added on. We are 30 seconds into the 3 minutes are going to be added on. Remember, halftime, I'm going to let people in. Miami, of course, says Stereophonic says we should call this team Inter Punyuga Bempete. It could be stage fright for Al Ahly players. At 38 years old, the Inter Miami keeper is better than Bruce. He's 38. Al Ahly is his own enemy. No. Tapelo. Messi just trying to score by himself from the corners. Hey. Inter's waking up. Yaliwe empilweni. Messi waloya kere gent. Guys, Al Ahly. Is this the same Al Ahly we know? Finishing wise. I've never seen them be so bad at finishing. Beckham let Messi down here. Why not make a team strong? Strong guy. They're hanging on for dear life. We're almost getting to halftime. Sundowns beats the team. Agent. Agent. It's so easy. You could put Stellenbosch on the pitch here. And Stellenbosch should show them flames. Titus would be killing this team. I'm telling you, they're controlling the balls with Tapelo. If I speak, I don't want to speak. I speak. Okay, half time. Yeah, when Al Ahly is playing, when Al Ahly is playing as CAF Champions League, they get 3 chances and they take at least one. I don't know what's happening here. Stereophonic, welcome to the show. How are you, my brother?
OT, silala lavuka. Ke la lavuka kajeko.
Yeah. Ke la la buka mara re buketseng mon.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Like even the tempo of the game doesn't feel like it's an international tournament. Like wamna. I don't know what to say. Like all I can say is this Inter Punyuga Wempete. Yeah, they were just like this could have been easily 4-0. It could have been easily 4-0. That defense is somehow, I don't know what highline they're trying to do.
Oh, no,
Leaving those
no.
two against a team that thrives on breaking such high. Like this is a game that was just made for Al Ahly and even Jose himself. Because even if we can replace Orlando Pirates and replace Al Ahly and put Orlando Pirates and this entire team, there's you see the way it's another back door to see next. It was Sundowns. I think Inter Miami.
No, but Stephanie, tell me, is there still not a threat of Messi doing something? Pella, you saw that towards the end of that half, they were getting some half-ish chances and putting Al Ahly under pressure.
Hence the name of the team, Inter Punyoga Bempete, because they got. You'd swear there was a chemical engineer there. Okay, we understand Messi's there. Messi will always be Messi, but Messi and Suarez and maybe Busquets can't help a team. You clearly can see this team is not gonna even make the round of 16 if they're gonna continue playing like that. That is, but yes, Messi will put magic. He'll get a goal or maybe an assist from Messi, but from there on, I can only say
Okay. Let me go to Bongs. Bongs, champ, welcome.
Yes, champ.
Tell me about this game, champ. Hey.
When I watch Inter Miami, ne, you realize no. Babato yet an individual play and never yet during their days. They can't realize no, they are now a finished product of players. They are not even gelling. You don't understand the end what kind of football is played there go Major League Soccer. It's understandable. It's not understandable why Inter Miami are even in this tournament because they are not doing anything. Like
Mara our Tumamina is also missing all their chances here.
Lebanon, they are missing chances. They are not taking this game seriously. It doesn't feel like a big tournament. It doesn't have that prestige here. A big tournament. And I don't Jose Riviero Leno Governo Odo Tinta, a CV high Gabodi Al Ahly, I can't take to let the Pirates, a Juana Matata Mangat.
Joel, should they still be afraid of Messi, Suarez, Busquets?
There's nothing else left there. It's just for Al Ahly to just take their chances and score. They can't keep on missing 4 to 5 chances plus a penalty. But if you gift it in their horse, then they miss it.
Okay. Let me bring it Butali. Butali, welcome. How are you?
Uzi.
What is this?
Uzi Chiefs papa that is Miami. Uzi, you know there's Boma 5 mbobos that I'm seeing. Boma 5. There's a mbobo everywhere. Each part of the pitch is mbobo. It's just a mbobo. especially that left side. Oh, Nkosi yami. That left side. If Devin Titus was
Yay! Yay!
OT.
If Reynolds, if Matthews.
Yeah. Yeah, OT, that left side. You know that number 17, Frey, the right back. On the ball, he's decent, ne? But he's opening him ball with that side. He's going too far forward. He's opening him ball. When he goes forward, right, and the ball is on the other side, Ahly, they just overload that side, and then they isolate the number 7.
Yeah.
Then the ball gets switched to number 7. It's a 1v1 situation, and then that the right back is nowhere to be found because he has went already. He's not part of the defense. He's not part of the backline anymore. Yeah. He's playing a right wing back. That guy. He's not playing a full back. He's playing a right wing back role. So all they have to do is just isolate. They isolate the flank, the other side of the flank. Then Miami shifts. They shifts, right? They shift to one side of the pitch, and the number 7, I don't know his name, but the number 7 Ahly is isolated. Then then normally it's just a run in behind, where Titus will kill them, or it's a 1v1 situation, right? But yeah, even the midfield, Ahly is creating overloads everywhere. They're creating they have in the midfield, they have numerical superiority. On the wide flanks, they have numerical superiority. And it could get worse, and it should be worse, because they should have a red card. This game. They should have they should have a red card. So even with a red card, they would have more numerical superiority, right? So yeah, man, and also the chances missed. Now, right, I'm not surprised if Inter Miami go on and win this game, because the football gods themselves, they say, if you don't take your chances, it will come back and bite you, I've seen this happen many times, Mara, Chiefs, Stellenbosch, Pirates, Sundowns, a guy better, Magezi, that wonder boy Makuti, Tiramandari, la, Nkosi yami.
I want to bring in Agent. Wow, I did not expect this.
Shalom.
Welcome. Hello.
Hey, if a cat has 9 lives, I'm sure Inter has 10. I don't know, man. I genuinely got concerned about the setup of this Inter Miami team.
Yeah.
I just had to check Mascherano's coaching credentials, no, genuinely, I just had to check what's going on. They're saying yes, that South America's a license.
Yeah.
Which is recommended for under 23s and the women's side, and it clicked. It just made sense, I hear what Tyler talking about numerical superiority. Usually, at least in our jungle in Africa, you create those superiorities. You don't have them created for you. I don't get how you are defending with a 2 at the back.
Yeah, I agree.
How does a team have numerical advantage?
No, Agent. But you're not pissing me off more. The 2 that's left, they also do this in transition. You've been caught out. Okay.
His only coaching career was the Argentinian under 23. So maybe he's shocked at this level. So an inexperienced coach plus inexperienced players, how are you on a yellow card and you jump into a tackle like that? It doesn't add up somehow. Everything is wrong here. From the coach to the management, I'm not gonna blame Busquets, I'm not gonna blame Suarez, I'm not gonna blame Messi. This is just a poor team, led by a poor coach, led by a poor manager. in a poor country, football-wise, soccer-wise, you should say. Like, this is horrible, you know. But anyways, let's give a shout out to Chipes on the goals, or is that Tanzanian goalkeeper?
Mara, wait, okay, I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna ask you guys separately. I'm gonna come back. Let me go to Boggs. Boggs, what must change in the second half? Number one, and then number two, have we underrated African football? Because I carry level in. We were better than this, man. I'm watching the little clips they're showing here, and they showed Auckland Park, and Auckland City, and I'm like, guys, Livo Richards Bay, they're better than this Scuddy facility. How do you feel about those two questions? What do you change, and have we underrated ourselves here?
OT, there's nothing I can change here, because what has to change is just the scoreline. Nothing can change if we don't have a scoreline. We need goals here. But how can we get goals when people are missing chances and underrating themselves?
Yeah.
It's not African football that's underrating itself. It's the players themselves underrating themselves. Al-Ahly are not taking chances. They are making it hard for themselves against old-timers.
Yeah.
People who just have big names. They are a finished product. Messi can't do anything anymore.
Okay.
I would have loved only 2 goals. But Raivon and 0-0 straight.
Oh, 0-0. Hey, okay. Let me bring in Butlali. Butlali, same 2 questions or 3 questions. Number 1. Yeah.
I would see I'm Nyakala that you said Richards Bay. Because Richards Bay, they are cooking that side. They're even building their own, allegedly, they are building their own training facility. So let's not even compare them to Auckland, where they are using, I don't know what they are using. Did you see what they were training at?
I'm like, are we underrating ourselves, guys?
Yeah. Oh, see, if in terms of facilities, let's not include the big teams, but LAFC, but what. They are the same as the PSL, these guys. Even the quality that they are the same. See, Richards Bay is cooking that side. They are building their own facility. They just with that sponsorship money from Parkway Gas. Leave Richards Bay alone. They are building there. They are building a proper team there. Yeah, even Rulani was about to go there.
Yeah,
but it's fine. OT. One needs and by the way, not last thing, Mara. The MLS is nonsense, guys. The MLS is nonsense. This game is gonna be exactly. I agree with Bongs. There's nothing to change. It's just the scoreline that needs to change.
Yeah.
But from Al-Ahly's side, just keep creating numerical superiorities across the pitch, on the flanks centrally, because I see that in the center it's 4v3. Inter Miami has 4 midfielders, while Al-Ahly is playing with Inter Miami has 3, while Al-Ahly is playing with 4 midfielders. Right? So that's numerical superiority on the wide flanks. Overload to isolate. That's the module. That's the model. They should use overload to isolate. And I think if this keeps going on and Miami don't fix up, right, it 2-0 to Al-Ahly, and it should be 6, but it's fine.
Okay. Agents, are we downplaying ourselves now when you get exposed to the world like this?
Maybe it's because you are facing the drama of that side. I can't answer that question now because, no, I think traditionally, if you look at past Club World Cups, Al-Ahly and the likes have been doing well. I think when you rank the continents, I think Africa is number 3. It's Europe, it's South America, it's Africa, and then there's others, Oceania and on other continents, So I'm not entirely surprised. I'm just entirely surprised by how bad Inter Miami is, and the application of it. And somehow we are supposed to be convinced that Umailula are going there to a better place. Tshwane are in a better place. Like, no, guys. this is bad. But I think if I am Mascherano, if he has any intelligence in him, take out the 2 yellow card players, because definitely they don't want to give you anything. Only a red card is going to come out. Definitely. If they're not out, red card is coming out because they're reckless. And then on the other side, we just need to score a goal, man. But on the bigger question, because I do feel like Ahly might win this one, unless something miraculous happens. The bigger question, you look at a player like Aloyd Young and Hamdi Fati. Is it Fati? Yeah, but whatever Fati.
Yeah.
Fati, for example, he has been brought in back from a loan just for this tournament. Is it a good thing going forward for your Al Pedre or what? Because now you're using him in the starting 11. The next season you're not gonna have him. It's not a good or bad thing, But yeah, man, I think a superior team here, 2 times superior. Ahly should win this one comfortably, man. 2-0. I hope so.
For prediction? Oh, 2-0. Wait, guys. Wait, can I ask? Is nobody scared of Messi and Suarez and them? I know it's a bad team that's playing right now. They don't look together. Mara, those guys don't miss.
Ke wile ka ga batho ne ba fedile ke di finished product go setse mabitso fela mono le tshosa ke mabitso
and it makes me wonder.
No.
Just don't let Messi on the edge of the box be free with the ball. Then you are fine. Suarez is not a threat. I can't look at Suarez.
But when I talk old age home, old age home, they just need to go to a retirement home. Forget about football.
Agent.
OT, give Suarez a ball in the 80 area. He's gonna score.
I'm scared of that.
He's gonna score definitely. You know, allow Messi space outside of the box to shoot. He's gonna score.
But it's not hard. It's not hard to prevent that. When agent.
No, it's not hard, but is the how we always see the Hulkmans of Africa, where Ahly usually does it. They're usually under fire and they just need one chance and they bury it. I think OT is fearing for that one chance. The chances that they've been missing. Yeah.
No, you don't need too much. You don't need too much here. Let me see. Hello, W is coming on. I want to see who they're taking off. 6. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for the halftime chat. You know what, guys? I'm not going to go up to the 25. I'm going to open up and we'll just continue on talking once this has started. So, let's see. They can score better. These players are talented. I'm scared of that. The football gods are very unforgiving. And the problem is that, yes, these guys are old. Yes, we're talking about all of the things that they're doing and not doing. But at the end of the day, it's still Suarez and Messi. At the end of the day, did you see towards the end of that second half how it ended with the chaos? You don't want to create that type of chaos, guys. You don't want to create that type of chaos. And then we're going to sit here saying, yeah, they dominated. They dominated. Look at the possession. Look at the chances. That's my fear here. But anyway, we are into the second half. Please remember at 45 to whatever my timer says for you to know the time. So right now is 00, which means that it's 45 minutes. It's starting for 45 minutes. So I want to hear from you guys. Let's have some conversation. So I'm going to keep it open. Please, a minute or two of your point. So I may or may not be able to ask you a question during your time. Tabo, welcome.
Yeah, OT.
Ay, man. Kiona MLSN.
Yeah. Gashobeletsi di banana mo. Al-Ahly is disappointing us, Baba. The almighty Al-Ahly that we all fear in Africa. To this, Baba, it's like we are watching primary school boys here playing, yeah? The Al Ahly we know by now should have been 7 or 5 at least. You know, so it's very disappointing that Al Ahly. I think Al Ahly, they have way over respected the opponents, believing that Abu Messi and Abu Suarez they can still do something. Whereas they forgot to go to they are playing against 11, not 3 players who are already tired and old. So the only thing you do with Messi and Suarez, make sure Guti Busquets does not get any opportunity to dance around and pass them the ball. Press them quick. Just go straight at these guys. You've seen how the backline there fumbles. In fact, they're already on yellow cards. And Al Ahly, just be composed in front of the poles. Baba, listen, you see, I don't rate Tito Masangai, but I'm telling you, they would have believed Kuti, this guy is a star in this game. Goba, the spaces in between the players, it's so bad. Like, even Duba should have had a hat-trick at least by now. Bafethu, let's stop disrespecting PSL. PSL is a top league. We just have to recognize Uguti. South Africa has been doing something amazing with our team's weight. Even in Skukun, in fact, we have to be honest. Skukun should have it would have embarrassed this Inter Miami team.
Okay.
We have to be honest.
I hear you.
If Sundowns was here, Bafethu, I'm telling you. Majid, I'm telling you.
Mara, can I ask?
Yeah,
Isn't there still a threat of Messi?
The threat of Messi is there. Yeah, the threat of those two guys is there, even Busquets, because of what? Al Ahly, whenever Messi gets the ball, or Suarez, ingati they panic, in fact, ingati they are starstruck.
Yeah.
So, Yazin, what I realize, in fact, is that we have inferiority complex.
Yes.
Tina bantu omnyama.
Yes.
Us as black people, when we play against the Arabs, we panic. The Arabs now, they are playing against Americans. They are panicking, yet they are far superior.
Yeah.
So the day we realize this, we will dominate Africa, and surely the world will realize, Guti, we are too hot to handle. But for now, Majida, they just have to come out of their own shells and show these guys, Guti, there is nothing. About Trezeguet, they are disappointing us. Is this the same Trezeguet, in fact, who used to terrorize Bafana?
It's quiet now. That's what I'm saying. Good. I don't know. But for time about the champion, let me bring it to Prastobi.
Hola, Uti.
Prastobi, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed. Mara, how do you feel about this game?
Nina Uti, ni funny about disappointed. Nina niqala ngoyibukela interview.
Yeah.
No one. Now I'm used to this. The nonsense in that. I am used. As a result, there's about the favorite friend I miss. But they ask, but you, it's a nonsense team. Every defense team.
Yeah.
I told him the jogger from what about this team. It defense is a book and 2 or more than 2 hours of poker defense before we get half time. Because they ask, but you, as I want to me wicked guys. You.
But here they come.
Did you mess wasted this time all of the nonsense? Because what I don't understand is that David Beckham, why did he chase away Coach right? Because he understands the team by in defense.
Yeah.
And he went there with only players. As a result, the players say, and in midfield they have players for not Taylor. We don't see them make a mean. We don't know what's going to do. And in Jamal's the emotional is very clueless because Argentina under 20 was sacked for such things because it came here Kings.
So
otherwise, OT.
Mara. No, Frukubuza Prastob about the inferiority complex that Usain Tabo just mentioned. Do you think Yole Epeti Al Ahly Lana? Because even now, it seems like Miami has gone to a back three. They're pushing forward. They're putting Al Ahly under pressure. Do you think that Natiman in our heads we're not up for this?
Yeah, I can say London. Because at times when I OT, hey,
Al Ahly.
Mr. Chance.
I told the defender's gonna slip here. and then a goal might be scored. Allende not able to score past El Shanawi. Sorry, Pastor, you were still saying.
DTKOT, this is the team that I know, and they ask the team how does it play. They
Yeah.
ask how weaknesses are as EP. As a result, you can see Suarez about but
Yeah.
it does not say but you should sleep on the game because eventually if man a chance. So the team like if Inter Miami was playing with PSG, the first half game 8-0 score. I'm telling you.
No, Pastor, we for time about a champion. Let me bring in Soweto Chat. Soweto Chat.
Man.
Aye, man. What is this?
Hey, it's football.
We complain about the PSL every week. Every week. But look at this.
No, man. I think Ahly did everything in their books, but that keeper, no. That keeper is a wall.
Yeah.
The Ahly strikers, I think Itebashayil is like rushing. Rushing to shoot, whereas like there wasn't pressure even on them. I think that's why they lost it, yeah. And
Mara, they don't rush when they're playing in Cairo Stadium. They don't rush. Well, they don't rush.
That's true. No, it's
Mohammed.
That's what they call aura. The man is in the field. Hey, yeah, you are thinking about him. For sure, they were even dreaming about him coming to the stadium today. Like, hey, they're having nightmares and stuff. No, Messi is too big. We expect that to happen. Even the big teams as well. Even the big teams when they will come across Inter Miami, there will be that thing with I'm playing against the team that has Messi. Yeah. So it's that pressure and also overthinking. So they are rushing chances, of which like now it defense Inter Miami is it looks more solid now because I think I see 4 when they're defending and 3 when they're attacking.
So then look, Inter Miami has looked great in the second half.
Yes.
Is Ahly still in control here?
Ahly is the best team for me in this group to beat Inter Miami because they play well on counter. Jose Siamazna he likes counter attacking football. So Ahly can find a way to break the defense or bypass because they like playing long balls as well, and then catch those guys on a surprise. And that's what I'm hoping to see. I'm hoping to see, one of those chances, 2 or maybe 2, which will like be a one-on-one against that keeper. I don't see long balls working against that keeper. It's too good. I just want a one-on-one. But Africa, will prove us. Will show. I mean, Ahly, they need to show the world what Africa is made of. They must stop being scared.
Okay, but Charlie, they're being bullied, these people now. Ahly is on the back burner. They've gone to a back 4, which becomes a back 3 into Miami. They're pushing up. They're catching Ahly out. Is Ahly flirting with danger here?
Oti, when the football gods, if you upset the football gods, Oti, eventually they will put pressure and eventually they will score. So Miami soon will score. But Oti, I wanna clarify that this what we are seeing here is not a chance to overpraise the PSL, Oti. We have to be self-aware and still say that the PSL is nonsense, Oti. The PSL is nonsense, but the MLS is more nonsense. Let's just say that. The MLS is more nonsense, Oti. I've watched the PSL. Oti, yes, today. I watched Cape Town City versus Orbit College. Oh, Nkosia.
Yeah.
Oh, nonsense, Oti. Nonsense, Oti. Players abakono trepa. Abakono dira ing. So let's not overpraise the PSL and say the PSL is a top league. No.
Okay.
Let's just hold ourselves to a higher standard, OT, and raise our standards, because the MLS, OT, they just have more funding, they have more commercialization than the PSL. That's the only difference, OT. In terms of football, we are either the same or better, OT. In terms of football, but we are still nonsense. They are just more nonsense.
So what I'm hearing from you is that Ntate Motsepe must dig into his pockets and bring us Cristiano, basically. Similar to what Messi is doing. Similar to what Messi is doing that side.
Mara Cristiano's on 200 million, OT, per year. He's a billionaire, Mara. Mara, he's a billionaire, Mara. 200 million is a bit much, Mara. Yeah, I mean, let's not even talk about Sundowns. The thing Sundowns would do to this Miami, I don't even want to say. It would be a crime, OT. It would be that Tash, OT. It would be a crime. I'm even scared to say what Sundowns was gonna do to this thing. Even Modi, he was gonna cook that left hand side. Even Modi, he was gonna cook that left hand side. Mara, I see khanye. They are shaky. They must take back control of the game.
I want to bring you to Terence.
Mr.
It seems like Miami's woken up, Ganani, man.
Let me tell you something. Messi United is not going anywhere. Suarez and Messi are finished, Mr. Oti. And then, I'm so happy that the world is starting to see what I'm seeing today. Uguti, they are overpraising European football more than African football. Africa is a jungle. African football is very difficult.
Yeah.
The CAF Champions League, it might look easy, but it's very difficult because of there's mind games, there's everything. We're playing all the dark arts and everything. So Ahly was supposed to play its dark arts today. More. This was the platform for them to play their masters. To play their masters of the dark arts. On a team.
No, but we just want to check out. It's want to check out. But it's fine. I feel like that's what's happening here.
To be brutally honest with you, there's no football in the USA, my brother. Or Lebella, how they position themselves and how they play. They're playing out of position. There's so many wrong things that they're doing. This Inter Miami play. Even Messi tried to play a coach them or guys, I drop a back or nampile, he's trying too hard. Keep player coach at the same time. I understand that, but I'm happy to see what I'm seeing today. I'm very much happy.
Okay, so let's say Inter Miami gets a 0-0 draw from this game. What does that say about our football if arguably our best team couldn't do anything here if they don't score?
Let me tell you something. It is Jose Rivero to blame. Jose Rivero, if ever he can read the game in real time, supposed to make serious subs. You must see things in real time. Be a coach. Take charge. Finish. Once and for all.
Okay. I'm gonna jump in, agent. They've woken up. Here's the that's meant to be a goal. They've woken up.
Nothing is happening. These people are not gonna score anytime soon.
Agent. Agent.
No, but Mr. Uti, if Ahly doesn't win this game, they are the ones, they're themselves to blame and no one else. Have a 1 win, 1 draw. Round of 16, bro. 1 win, 1 draw. What you need is a win and a draw.
How? Hey. It's 3 a.m. I know, Mara. The rules are the rules. Agent.
If Ahly don't win this game, I blame the coach.
How?
Mashirama has made a tactical switch.
Yes.
He has went to a back three.
Yeah.
Ahly is struggling to now become a better team,
Yep.
So now, what is the coach doing to counteract the move that Umashikam has made? Like to say, it's a game of questions and answers.
Yeah.
Mashikano has answered Jose's question.
Yeah.
Can Jose now answer Mashikano's question? That's what I'm saying. Look now, this is not the Al-Ali that we saw in the first half. So what is the coach doing now to make sure that Al-Ali are back into the game? I don't know if maybe in the first half it was a case of saying we are playing against Africans from the jungle. That's why they're so disciplined. Because now, as you can see a bit of lines. I always judge a team. I judge a team by lines.
Yeah.
You know, once you see lines in a team, it means there's structure there. So now I'm seeing a bit of structure. So
and Al-Ahly's lines are all over the place now.
Now Al-Ahly's lines are all over the place now, which means that they are now losing the tactical discipline they had. You know? So as I'm saying, the last 30 minutes I want to see if El Padre will coach Al-Ahly for the next 3 months.
He might come back and go straight to Spain.
And the air silent.
They don't know this. They don't. They're also unforgiving. Okay, before I let in the second, guys, this is what I've seen. They've changed to a back three. So that conversation we're having in the first half about there being 2 defenders at the back who are too wide. Now the one guy who was going out, who was the most ill-disciplined of the lot, now he's staying central and there's 2 players next to him. And they've stopped allowing Al-Ahly to have central run spaces because Al-Ahly maybe wasn't playing well, but they were just taking advantage of that space down the center that should have been taken, right? And now because of that, it feels a little bit like they're chasing the game. Almost feels as though Inter Miami have an extra man in midfield and Al-Ahly is struggling to cope. They keep getting pulled out of position. And when they're getting pulled out of position, they're opening up, which is leaving their defenders in 1v1 situations, which is something that you don't want when you're playing versus a Messi. You're seeing Messi come alive at top of the box because there's nobody who's getting to him in time. So this is very interesting what we're seeing over here. But Messi's got a free kick, top of the box. Vintage Messi scores this one. I don't know. But Al-Ahly, Mudisa, like you're saying, they're panicking. It's nice to be a bully on the continent. This actually reminds me a little bit of Egypt. Egypt was killing the continent for a very long time as a national team, but they could never crack it at international level. So, hey, I don't know, hey? Hey, I thought that was in. Yo, I thought that was it. Yes! No, guys, no. Messi has finished football. Look at that. Yo, anyway, let me see who's here. Hey, Stereophonic, I'm trying to put you in, but it's not letting you in. Santamo. Are you also blaming Jose?
No way. Jose does not have any problem, my brother. All the problems there are the players. Al-Ahly is playing the occasion. They have stopped playing the opposition.
Yeah.
The moment you play the occasion, even the useless opposition, they can become prime Barcelona. You know, it's the same as if you wanna. The moment, let's just put this way. Sundowns, why is dominating PSL? It's because of it disregards every other team.
Okay.
If Al-Ahly will just tell itself that we are the centurion club in Africa, Inter Miami is nothing, Baba. Like, they should just wipe the floor up. Why now they are struggling to break those lines? And those lines are so simple. You have one player who can take on 1 player or 2 opponents. The lines would have been destroyed because those guys, they don't have confidence from first half. But Al-Ahly is playing the occasion. They are trying to play safe where they are not supposed to play safe. And it's going to build pressure on them for the second game and the third game. La Namfetu, it's one simple thing. Stop rushing to play over the top balls. Play through balls down on the ground. You have strikers that has to finish. Simple and straightforward. Now they are trying to sit back, try to see what Inter Miami can do. Baba, even in boxing, if you will allow even a stupid guy who can just
flow around Amanindi. He's gonna hit eventually. So this is what is happening with Inter Miami. They are allowing them space. Abo Messi to get free kicks in here. Messi is so tired that he cannot even do a decent shot. One decent shot. Suarez is so tired, Baba. He cannot even do one decent run.
Yeah.
Why is Ahly doing this to us? Baba, if Ahly loses this, we have to do this, Buffett. Let's go to Twitter page, I say Ahly, and flood them and tell them they are not what we thought they are.
You're gonna get Jose fired.
No, guys. Siyadelelwa lana OT. The OT we are siyadelelwa la. This is exactly what Egypt used to do, Baba. This is exactly what Egypt used to do. And this is what Ahly is doing to us. And if ever we allow this mediocrity, we're going to be a laughing stock. If this was a South African team, I'm telling you, tonight, that admin was not going to sleep on Twitter, on Facebook, or whatever. You see Rele here. But we were gonna see fire. And we were gonna see fire here.
For time over the champion. Before I go to Bongs, hey, little cameraman back out why they look for beautiful women in the stands. It's not just our guys. Bongs. It's not just our guys.
Yes, OT.
Hey, Bongs, carry a tsoga Miami, man.
Yeah, Gavin, but I have a question here. What if Nerega replace Mamelodi Sundowns to replace MLS, replace Inter Miami to the PSL? Maybe retabale order mona PSL. Retelo shebele PSL la gona fatshe for once.
Messi akakora 60.
No. Wabana Sundowns got dominated this league easy. It's too easy to dominate this. But when I saw the real supporters, they are just there going to support Inter Miami because of Messi. Without Messi, there was no gonna be any support there.
Yeah. Mara, okay. What must Ahly do here? Because Baba Kwetsi, the channel Kwetsi, they're not getting forward, they're trying long balls. What would you change here in the way that Inter Miami is approaching this game?
It's the first half, just get through it.
Oh, wait.
It's the first half.
I'm still with Bob. I'm coming, Spoon. I'm coming.
OT, simple thing, Korofela, just take your chances. There's a moment of magic that has to happen in this game. Harabone Ahly create. Yeah, once for it, they are just like the government Yamuna South Africa, where Ilembona Makansela Babatang Jaba Leba. And then Inter Miami on in the MLS, which is not working, OT.
Okay. 68 minutes in, it is still 0-0, but Inter Miami has come back very strong. Stereophonic, what are your thoughts about this?
I'm disappointed in Ahly, but fair game to Mascherano for seeing that problem, and also removing that defender that was actually meant to be sent off for the second yellow. Fair game to him. So like right now, I can see they're dictating the pace of the game. And Ahly now, it's as if they're just unable to get that transition game going, because they can't even string a few passes while trying to attack. But the way things are going, like you even said earlier, it will take one mistake and then goal, like just like that, because it's looking like a 0-0, and honestly, this tournament.
Can I ask you? Can I ask
shoot?
Is this maybe the blueprint of how to beat Ahly this season, or is it just too early still?
It's too early. It's too early. I saw the previous guy Bongzorno bring Inter Miami to the PSL. Fine, they'll dominate the PSL, but they won't dominate Africa. I don't see them going to Lumumbashi and surviving. I don't see them going to Cairo, let alone Casablanca, and survive there. But we even start Lumumbashi. I doubt they would even survive there.
You are lying.
Okay.
I doubt.
Okay, guys. Oh, Spuda, I'm gonna come to you now. Spuda, we are 71 minutes in. It's still 0-0. Inter Miami seems to have woken up. They're putting Al Ahly under pressure. How do you feel about this game and what we've been speaking about?
So my problem is this: who's the coach of Al Ahly?
Jose Rivera.
Exactly. And when you've seen his approach to Africa, what was his approach?
Oh, defense.
I'm talking about Orlando Pirates before he went to Al Ahly. His approach to Africa. What was his approach to Africa?
For me, it was starting with defense. They used to suffer a lot, and then
My
score
point
one.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I'm saying.
Mm-mm-mm.
He's playing the football. He's playing what is this guy? The Inter Champions League champion, the Chelsea Champions League winner. What is his name?
Di Matteo.
No.
Tuchel.
No.
Okay.
The chosen one.
Oh,
The chosen one.
Jose Mourinho.
Exactly.
Mm-mm-mm.
I do not need to own the football.
Mm.
I need goals. I don't want to own the football. I need goals. And the problem is this. The problem is this, né? When it comes to football, né? There's different types of plays. We either defend or we attack. That's literally what it comes down to. We either defend or we attack. So right now we are sitting back and we are allowing them to dictate the game, and it's fine. Hey, let them dictate the game.
Are you not afraid of the chances that are given up? Like, I can understand defending and maybe not allowing chances because of your resolute defending, but there's so many chances that Inter Miami started getting out of the blue. And when you're playing with the quality of Bo Suarez, well, okay, he's not in this game, but Bo Suarez, Bo Messi, shouldn't you be worried about that?
That is the problem. Because I'm going to come back to the coach. I'm not coming back to the team. I'm going to come back to the coach.
Okay.
Every time when Pirates go down, you will see them spread their wings. Based on the coach, right? I'm not looking at the football. I'm just looking at the tactics of the individual.
Okay.
He's just saying that, you know what, like from the first half, they were been sitting down. So my thing is this, Atamna, we are coming here, né? We are not the best team in the world.
Yeah.
That's the thing that he said in the mindset. Understand one thing. We're the best team probably in Africa, but not in the world, right? So let us sit back and relax and let them take the ball. If we have an opportunity, let's go there. If you can't, but let us defend properly. The primary objective is to defend. We will get a goal here and there. We will get an opportunity here and there. We're not going to go out there and dictate a game. We can't. The reality is we cannot do it. That is the reality. We need to accept that. That we cannot go out there and dictate.
Okay.
So what we have to do right now is we have to suffer.
For time, I'm going to jump in. For time, I'm going to jump in. Guys, it's the 75th minute. Inter Miami has won another corner from their enterprising attacking play. They have been clearly the better team in the second half right now. Al Ahly hasn't even been able really to get over the halfway line that many times in the second half, showing that maybe this Inter Miami team has a second gear that we maybe took for granted. Glenn?
Molo, fellow Safara, how are you?
Hey, what's safari you are Glenn?
Yeah, no. This Inter Miami team is not make sure.
Mara, they've been making Al Ahly look not make sure. Second Africa.
No, here's my problem. Here's my bone to pick with the Inter Miami squad, ne? Okay, we can say the coach is not qualified and all that stuff, but when you look at this team, you can see that this is a semi-professional team. It is just boosted by having Messi.
Yeah.
By having Messi and Busquets on their team, because Suarez is done. You can see from the way he's running. He's no longer with us. He's just wishing to be with us, but he's no longer with us.
Mara, what does it say about African football if, we're playing this team that has people that are not with us, yet this is arguably the most successful African team, and it's still 0-0. What does it say about African football?
But here's my argument with an exception of such tournament. My argument is that these tournaments were created to close the gap between the Europeans, which is seemingly the world football, and outsiders like us. So we are trying to bridge the gap. These are tournaments where we are going to bridge the gap.
Yeah.
So my argument is that with time, Africa is going to have. But with time. African football, my brother, is non-existent to be it's non-existent, and then I don't see any improvement until we start believing in our way of doing things. I heard Rulani speaking about having this Kasi incorporating Kasi football with professional football. My bone to pick with that again is that how are we going to do that when we have European coaches? You can see what Jose is doing. Jose's been Jose. He's now trying to be pragmatic, trying to absorb pressure and trying to catch them on the counter. And of which is something that I will not get him anyway. He's negative, like the former Al-Ali coach.
Okay. For time, I'm jumping in. Let me bring in to Lebza. 78 minutes. It's still 0-0. I'm good at you, my brother.
Okay, sharp man. Hey, Boroko nebon swere. At least take a second half of it. And to get low, Belankore, Jose, Otlo Lenore, Hana, Nkota, or Mofoking, Watanka Mechi, Hedilodi, the locked, create a chance out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Al Ahly is that team elongare in competitions, but defender more than they attack. They are a cautious team, and that mentality is still in the players as well. But I think even he takes a cautious approach and hopes for a moment of magic. So, but in actually fact, I think if this team was playing against Downs, I would be cooking this team, man. And I'm not even exaggerating. Imagine a Ribeiro against these guys. We would be waving our magic there.
So then are we? I'm gonna ask you that unfair question. Are we underrating our football, especially against like these type of countries, Bobo America? You know what I mean? Are we underrating ourselves?
I know the only continent. I think the only continent that poses a challenge, but because of speed, not of anything else, is Asian teams. You see those, the team that we're gonna play against. It's gonna be very quick. I think it's something HD or something like that.
Yeah, Ulsan.
They're quite fast. And then with Europe, we can have our chances. I'm not even worried there. We can hold our own against Dortmund, but the speed of those guys worries me because our defenders are quite slow. But if they gave us something like Inter Miami, we would be cooking right now. We would be cooking. Mara, they chose to give us a team that's very quick, another team that plays like us, but more advanced. Then they gave us a European team. Like it's gonna be quite interesting.
Okay.
But we are not underrating ourselves. But I think South Africa improves because of our criticism in many aspects. So if we keep criticizing ourselves, we find ways of improving. We find ways of becoming world class. I mean, right now, when you travel outside South Africa, you realize how much better South Africa is compared to most countries, but we keep criticizing our government and our own country, and it keeps on getting better. Same with football.
Man, what's happening? Lebza, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, Mr. OT.
What is happening? Lebza, are you with me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, no, I think I'm back. Okay, 82 minutes. Okay, we can hear you. Okay, 82 minutes in. How's this game gonna end, Lebza?
This one looks like a lovely draw written all over it. But I'm hoping Ahly does what they normally do, that in the last minutes they somehow find a way of putting the ball behind the net. But it's looking more likely like a draw than I haven't seen anything that convinces me that there's going to be a goal.
Okay, no, Lebza, thank you so much, guys. 82 minutes in. I just keep losing sound. Okay, if you guys can still hear me, I'm fine. 82 minutes in. Yeah, no, umlilo paraffin upelile. Paraffin fire is finished. Inter Miami has gone back into their shell. I don't know if it's a tactical change from Mascherano, but now they are trying to hold. I guess, this draw. So that's gonna be very interesting. Huni says that Miami is going to score. Is he there? Stitch, welcome.
Thank you, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. I don't know. This match has now gone. It's given me a roller coaster vibes. How are you feeling about this game?
Yeah, I feel like Ahly should have capitalized on their chances in the first half. But either way, we can't blame them yet. They've got a new coach. Rivero also needs time to implement his philosophy, right? But yeah, but I don't know. I feel like they could have done better, man. This is the type of game. This is the type of game that they needed to win. In actual fact, because the other games are gonna be quite tough. Palmeiras is gonna be tough. I don't know which other team they've got in the group as well. It's also going to be. Is it Porto? I think it's also gonna be tough. So if they don't win this one, then they might be knocked out. They might go home early.
Okay. Do you think that Jose? We should still judge Jose harshly with this performance, especially after that first half that Inter Miami gave them?
No. We can't judge him yet. I guess maybe his main mandate would be to win the Champions League. I think, but for this one, I don't think he's gonna be judged. You can't really judge him. He's just started, right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody's asleep that side. For time over the champion, let me go to Butlali. We've possibly got, let's say, 10 minutes left. How do we feel about this game? How does it end?
OT, I hate that I don't want to be reactionary, OT. I hate that I'm saying this. But Inter Miami are playing a structured game, OT. And the first half performance, can we, because from what I've been hearing from the panelists, OT, is that this is a new coach. This Inter Miami coach is a new coach, right?
Javier.
So yeah, so can we assign the fact that Inter Miami was dominated to the fact that maybe the coach doesn't know the team,
okay,
or is it just because they are just that bad? I hate that I'm reactionary, but can we assign that fact to that maybe the coach doesn't know the team, because now they've come out and the coach saw what's happening. And one thing I like about coaches is adaptability, OT.
Yeah.
Adaptability. I don't like stubborn coaches, OT. When you when you see that your philosophy or your current plan is not
yeah.
Your current plan is not working. Can you adapt to the game, OT? That's the problem I've had with my coach Unabi, OT, the whole season, is that he struggles to adapt to the game. He's very stubborn, a stubborn coach, right? So credit to this Miami coach, OT. A coach that can adapt, OT, is a brilliant coach, OT. So yeah, the thing that mesmerizes me is that they've put Ahly under pressure, but they've also been structured at the same time, OT. Because it's like they are not committing. You see, Chiefs, we commit bomber 6-7 players at once, OT. So Miami, they are playing a structured game without committing too many offensive players, because they know that Ahly is a threat on the counter, right? So they did well on that point. And so what is that, like, what's the reason for that? Because is it a quality of player? Is it what is it? Because Ahly has been sitting back due to like them, or what's the reason for that? I've struggled to find the reason for that, as I've looked through patterns in this game. That's my question.
I'm going to answer you now.
Okay.
Ahly's got a new coach, right? The same Orlando Pirates coach. If you look at the history of their African conquest, all right? Orlando Pirates has never been the dominant team. The only thing they do is that they score goals. They've never been dominant. And that's the very same coach that now has got Ahly. Yeah? And if you look at them, dude, they're structured in defense. It's just unfortunate they can't go forward, but they're structured in defense. What I'm trying to say is this, what we're seeing now is a new Ahly, and we're all witnessing it in the World Cup, the Club World Cup. However, if you watch it nicely, Rivero has never been an adventurous coach.
Yeah,
he will go about doing his thing when it comes to teams that we take on. I'm not talking about the game, dude. I'm talking about the tactics that are happening in the game right now. I'm watching the game.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the tactics. As to the approach, when you look at the approach of how Ahly is playing right now. Now I'm watching the game. Just to stuff this, the approach is the same thing. That when it comes to opponents that are bigger than us, right? Let's relax. I'm gonna make a stupid example now. Orlando Pirates, when they played Sundowns the first leg, we lost against what? 4-1 if I'm not mistaken. The second leg, we were not playing football. We were playing to score goals. And they couldn't score. They scored one and they couldn't score anything else. What I'm telling you now, right now, he's going to the Club World Cup in the sense that unfortunately he does not have Unkota or Urlebu or Utito. It does not have those type of players.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is this. It's going to be a ugly game. Not beautiful. A game that and you know what the problem is now? We're looking at Miami right now, nah? They also came in cautiously. As much as they were attacked, they came in cautiously because they did not commit numbers. They didn't.
Okay.
So what's going to happen? What's going to happen is this, now. There are teams that are going to commit numbers, and then they're going to get caught. They are going to get caught. I'm saying this. They're going to get caught.
Yeah. For time. Just give me just the last sentence there.
The only problem I have with Mamelodi Sundowns is that they're going to come there and they want to go and dominate football because they dominate everything. They're going to want there to come and dominate, and then they're going to get punished. They're going to want to play an open game, and it's going to hurt us as South Africans. It's going to hurt us. Yes.
Time I'm going to jump in. Okay, the last sentence, Buddha. Oh, Evan.
Okay, now what I'm saying is, Rivero has got a good idea as to what he's doing in the Club World Cup. Sundowns is going to make us feel sad.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is this. There are better players out there, and that is the reality. Rivero, what I'm saying is this.
Yeah.
Let us be ugly in our victory. Let us be ugly in our victory. Let us be ugly in our victory. It does not have to be beautiful. South Africa, by the way, won the...
It's Buddha time.
Let us be ugly in our winning. Let us be ugly in our winning.
I have to jump in, guys. We're heading to 3 minutes of edit time. We're heading to 3 minutes of edit time towards the end of a complete 5. Look, for me, I think for this 2 minutes, very interesting game. And it was interesting because you start to see some of the things that were maybe haunting Coach Rivero. One of the things is that you're starting to see that it wasn't necessarily Abombata that were the issue with playing out from the back and playing up through the middle. It seems as though that is something that his teams want to do, number one, but then number two, they also struggle with, right? The playing up the middle. So they go wide, they play the balls wide. In this case, Ahly was looking for the long ball over the top. Now, Mascherano made a very good change to go to a back 3, becoming a back 5. And he made sure that they don't have that space, which means that if you can't play up the middle, you can't play up the side, essentially. So that's why these guys are losing the ball so much and not being allowed to play as much as usual. Look, they're going to look for the white ball because they can't go inside. So a good tactical change from Mascherano. And I think Inter Miami showed that maybe they have a second wind in them, even though the second wind is only about 10-15 minutes. So, yeah, I don't know how to feel about this game. I'm a little bit disappointed in Ahly because of the chances they missed. But also, I'm looking at Inter Miami, and I'm like, yo, Maranani, you are not quite there the whole game. But then I then look at them and I go, if I ask the question, I look at them and I go, yo, this is the sad part is Ahly is what is considered to be the best team that we have in Africa. Considered to be, right? They've won everything. This Inter Miami team is a poor team, but yet they were able to hold us back like this. Hold Africa back when I say us like this. So I'm a little bit aware of that. Okay. Guys, I need to go. It's 4, guys. Come on, it's 4. I'm gonna give strict 2 minutes, please, guys. 2 minutes. I'm gonna let the last 3 people in. 2 minutes strictly, please. It's 4.
I know, guys. Much better game in the second half. Much more competitive game in the second half.
Yeah.
Like I said, with the same stick that we used to beat Mashikano with, we must use the same one to praise him.
Yeah.
You know, I think he came back in the second half and he outsmarted him. You know, I hear people saying that Ali missed chances. Yes, in the first half, but Miami missed chances in the second half also. You know, so it is what it is. There's nothing much we can say. We can just
Yeah.
say, good game. You know, 2 points dropped. Maybe for Ali, considering we thought them that the stronger of the two.
Yeah.
But overall, I believe it's a fair draw, and yeah, I think the coach is gonna be eaten by Ali legends. I already know that one guy, that junior Khanye, is warming up. So, but yeah, I feel bad for him, because yeah, they could have won the game in the first half. Yeah, thank you, man.
Okay. Takamani, you've got a minute. Tell me, what are you feeling about the end of this game?
Hey, OT, good morning, guys. No, thanks, man. OT, mina ngiyanizwa bafethu ne, but let's be honest. On paper, who did we expect to win between the two sides? I think I didn't give Ali a chance personally.
Okay.
Based on my opponent, which they are up against. But let's be honest, they did well for me. They did enough to win the game in the first half. It just that, like what I've observed, that like they lack creativity, especially in the middle of the park. They don't have smart players.
Yeah.
For me, they are just playing one of those things. But second, OT, the guy that took a penalty, for me, he didn't even have the confidence. I just don't understand why he was assigned that penalty. Even before he could take it, I could see his body language would know it's not confidence. And it was a very poor penalty kick. But I've just checked now, even now, he was supposed to release this ball long time ago. Why is he still holding it? You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But apart from that, the goalkeeper where Inter Milan is been selected as a man of the match, and then tells you what he served his team.
Okay.
For me, for me it was a fair game. But my last point, I think we inherited a team which is not his team. Rivero, he's still gonna assemble his team, which I know what he generally prefers. Youngster, so let's give him some time. But yeah, no, thanks.
We can give him all the time in the world. Al Ahly. Oh, let me go to Stellenbosch. Can you close it for me?
Yeah, no. That's how I close it. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm watching the last 2 minutes of the game. Thanks to El Shanawi's head, there will be no more noise now. But you know what? Lovely draw. But for a person who's not into football, the first thing that comes to mind is, oh no. So we're just watching the ball move around. It didn't even touch the net. But look, I think both teams, actually, the team that should be worried is Inter Miami because of the hype. And clearly, judging by what I'm seeing in the panel, we don't watch MLS.
No.
We just hear Messi did this, and then we're like, what are Messi's doing okay? But then we're watching here, we're like, which one is this one? You know. So I think Al Ahly, yeah. Well, if this game is anything to go by, then this tournament will be a bit interesting. But aye, man. Kudos to the keeper. Kudos to the keeper. But yeah.
Okay.
So I guess it's a point gain for Miami and 2 points lost for Al Ahly. That's all.
All I'm saying. I know. Thank you, Stereophonic. All I'm saying, I'm looking at the numbers now. 5 big chances. Both teams. Well, Al Ahly got 5 big chances. Inter Miami got 3. Inter Miami had 13 shots. 8 goalkeeper saves. Al Ahly had 11 shots, 4 goalkeeper saves. These stats, yeah, they're just showing you something here. Al Ahly had 11 shots, 11 total shots, 8 on target. And then Inter Miami had 13 shots, 8 on target. Guys, Inter Miami hit the woodwork twice. Maybe this game is a different way. But anyway, guys, I need to go. So I need to just quickly do my review. Then I'm going to go sleep. But yeah, I guess that's how it pans out for the first game. I think it was a very interesting game. It went back and forth. And maybe this is just showing us the difference between African football and international football in terms of what happens when the other team changes the script. What happens when the other team does a tactical change? I think Jose was shown out a little bit there by Mascherano in the second half. Al Ahly, of course, should have finished that game in the first half, but then you could argue that Inter Miami should have done the same thing in the second. So I guess a draw is a fair result for both teams, but it was a much better second half from Inter Miami. When they made those switches, it looked very good. But guys, I'm going to go. Thank you guys so much. I will see you then. I'll see you then on the next one. Are we deciding that we're going to follow the African teams?
Asistencia de Xavi, més cap a dreta per Messi.
Messi Nasio today. Angunaya, Sancho, Mapule, thank you so much for the gifts, guys.